Back with another message. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. I just got a notification. I'm sorry. It's just funny. Um, Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All these messages are not for everyone. It's only for those who resonates. And I am being called to use my cards. Know that I'm protected. Know that divine beings that are here to receive the messages, the guidance, always for the highest good, they are protected. Those who are here, dark ones, I love you all too. I do, because you give me so much fire. I mean, I am just very grateful for the lessons that you guys have taught me. Each and every one of you, the government, everybody, everybody who went against me, my friends, my family, my siblings. Well, I only have one sibling left. I don't believe she went against me. But other family members have went against me. Friends have went against me. But I'm very thankful for the lessons. I forgive. I will never forget. And I move forward. I do not go backwards. I will not allow anyone to hurt me again. Ever, 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 ever. I've learned those lessons. I've graduated from Earth School. So, Spirit says here, will not keep divine beings from exposing. You cannot and will not keep divine beings from exposing the truth. They try to stop me from speaking, so please bear with me and my voice. I'm trying to get it as high as possible. Somebody's overindulging in alcohol and drugs and sex. Same sex with younger and even with children. These people are indulging in inappropriate pedophile sex orgies. These people are sex traffickers and they will go to jail. Spirit said these people are sex traffickers that's going to jail. All this is being exposed. They're spreading false rumors of divine beings. He's spreading false rumors, and I'm going to let you know, anyone who spread any lies against me, I call karmic justice against you, each and every one of you. I leave all that I'm not able to handle myself. I leave it in the hands of the Most High, my ancestors, my guides, my angels, and my galactic family. Because revenge, I do not do. I do not do any black magic. I do not do anything that is not for the highest good of myself and the collective and this planet. Because what I do to others, to myself, it just ripples down. It will always come back to me. I learned my lessons. I cleared those traumas. I would never, ever, ever be disobedient to my Father. I bow down to no man. I bow down only to my Father. I've learned my lesson. I've learned every lesson that I needed to learn, every human lesson, and I'm still learning. It doesn't end, and I'm healing. And healing is a process, a long process. And releasing was very, very difficult because it wasn't an easy journey. I just might have to say it wasn't easy. But I trust and I have faith in my team and my Father that He will get me out of the place of darkness where I was at one time, and now I'm in the light. As it is above, so is below, and I am so thankful. And I will never turn my life back ever again. Yeah, because these people, they retaliated. They like to retaliate. Somebody here likes to retaliate. Andrew Tate keeps coming out. Sex trafficking again. Very sex trafficking is going to be exposed. Spirit said the sex trafficking ring is going to be exposed. These were somebody premeditated murder has backfired. If you try to kill somebody, it backfired. You are going to go to jail. Rhode Island could be significant. New Jersey's housewife could be significant. I just write down what Spirit tells me to write down. The Grand Canyon. There are hidden secrets in the Grand Canyon. Militaries and scientists know about it. Something's going to happen in a week or two. Maybe some of this stuff will be exposed within a week or two. I don't know. That card hasn't come out. So it's a new card. Nancy Pulaski. She's involved. She keeps popping out. Oh man. Okay. Shanquilla Robinson, she's here. Her death will be solved. And I know who did it. And you are going to jail, lady. Seeing shadows in their house. So these people who have killed, they're seeing spirits. They're seeing the spirits of the people who have killed them. They're seeing the spirits of the spirits that they have conjured up. They're seeing spirits of angels, ancestors, galactic beings that you try to put against divine beings. Everything backfired. What else, Spirit? And it all comes down. Yes. You're all going to be exposed. All the ancient royal spirits, Greek, Hindus, Native Indians are awake and helping children, their children. Their spirits are awakened. And they're here helping humanity. Jeffrey Epstein. Some of these people who were in Jeffrey Epstein's book are going to come to the light. Their names are no longer going to be hidden. These businesses, billionaires, they're going to be exposed. That's why a lot of businesses are closed. They're closing because they're trying to run with their money to other countries. But they still going to be exposed. They ain't going to travel so far. Because God knows their every move. Somebody has activated their Merkaba. And if you don't know what's Merkaba, please, that's your light body. That's your vessel that you travel with. That is your Merkaba. Looks like this. and you are in the center of the Merkaba, and this is your protection energy field to keep away all low vibrational energies, and you travel through other dimensions in your Merkaba. The galactic beings or spacecrafts are all around. The galactic family are around us. They are all over the world. They are showing themselves. And you got to be careful because the dark ones are also showing themselves. Those are the dark, I think they are the tall grays. The tall grays. The reptilians. Because they are power hungry. They are power hungry. God of Thunder, Thor is here. And I did a reading earlier and the thunder was very much heavy. Somebody's in spiritual court. Somebody is called to read more spiritual books. Look more into the occult, look more into the esoteric, look more into the Greek gods, the goddesses, the Phoenicians, the Celtics. They're all beings that were here at one time. They're called myths, but they were here. They were actually living creatures here. Somebody goes to Cuba to meet up with a high death priestess. So somebody traveled to do any kind of witchcraft, whatever you went to do. Know that all that is backfired. We are in Saturn retrograde at this moment, and I don't know why you guys keep doing this. You're only hurting yourself. You're hurting family members. You really are not hurting divine beings. You wasted your money. You have lost your battle. You've lost your battle because God is more powerful than any of you. Just know that. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you have tried to do, it has not worked, it will not work, and the awakened ones are awakened. We are awoke, and we are protecting, and we are raising our vibrations with unconditional love. No battle of any kind of retaliations among God's children. We're not doing that. We're fighting this war with love, with forgiveness, with compassion, with understanding, with expanding and healing. Not through magic, not through hurting any other human being. God's children don't do that. We continue to speak our truth and expose. King Charles, something about King Charles is significant. Former President Donald Trump involvement. He's involved in something dark. Sex trafficking exposed again. This is the third card on sex trafficking exposed. Lots of fighting in these dark energies' homes. Somebody needs to stand up and speak the truth. Many of our star Cosmo family will be making their presence. So we are being, again, the galactic family are showing themselves to the world. The new world will be a very high vibrational energy and frequency world, not low vibrational. taking money, shadow banned, YouTube are involved in scamming real divine beings speaking truth. So you have been stealing and banning our videos. Know that whatever you do in the dark is always exposed, and you will not have a job. You will go to jail. God said no more enslavement of children, men and women. No more. Let our people, he said, let his people go. Life imprisonment. Somebody's facing life in prison. Oh, what else, spirits? Bring out nothing but the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Spirits. Let all the secrets come out. Let all the secrets come out. Somebody's crying a river. Somebody's really in their feelings. God says success is your birthright. No competition where you cannot compete. You can't. There's no competition. Nobody's competing against nobody. Divine beings do not compete. We are in our space. We value and we teach and we learn from each other, and we are just here delivering and guiding the collective into expanding their awareness. Somebody's guilty all day. Somebody's going to be found guilty. Karmic and ex using profile pictures and stealing YouTube contacts. So this is an ex. Could be an ex-girl, ex-boyfriend, whatever. They're stealing. There's a hacker here, okay? Spiritual warrior, but there's also a spiritual warrior. Somebody's going to be publicly humiliated. Something's going to happen in the winter. The music industry is involved. Someone will receive the truth regarding your life and current situation. Somebody's going to be receiving the truth of who they truly are and what has been happening in their life. Somebody's going to be left behind. People will be left behind because the low vibrational beings cannot go with the high vibrational beings. The energy does not. It's not good. Liar, liar, your pants on fire. And your ass and your vagina. With JJ's on fire too. Somebody's with JJ's on fire. Somebody is going to the gym or needs to go to the gym, get fit and healthy. Section 8 fraud, public assistance fraud, and tax fraud. Some people committed a lot of governmental assistance fraud here. And government places like this hotel is committing fraud as well. You should see they receive all this money for a space of a square, and the bathrooms is torn down. But you have two separate sides. You have one side and you have another side. And the side that HPD, which we were paying rent for, and some of them lost their apartments due to fires, you know, certain situations, so they placed them in HPD, not in homeless shelters. This is not a homeless shelter. We were supposed to be provided with a bathroom, with a kitchen, with a bedroom, just as the same as we had in our own space. But instead, we are enslaved. This is enslavement of humanity. This is unjustified. The city receives money to help, but instead they pocket these money. Instead they buy weapons. Instead, they invest in sex trafficking rings. Instead, they invest in guns. Instead, they invest in stalking. Placing poisons in our foods. Placing cameras in the units to sex traffic children, families, listening in to their conversations, which is against our rights, our civil rights. You have no right to treat your brothers, your sisters in that way. And I will continue to speak on it as long as my Father continues to deliver the channel messages and downloads through my being. You will forever be exposed for the slavery that you have placed and oppressed on your own brothers and sisters, your family. We are all one. Remember that. You could afford to put people in proper places that is not dehumanized. To people who really is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. This is how you controlled. But your controlling methods is being stricken away by the Most High. You no longer have any ties. You no longer will have any money to use against humanity. The same way you treated your brothers and sisters, the God, the law, the universal law is being returned. We are in Saturn return at this moment. And many of you wanted to see a lot of people without homes. You wanted to see a lot of people without their lives. You wanted to see people without food. You wanted to see people mentally ill. You are someone, is going to make positive changes in the world. We are here speaking the truth. We are here exposing your lies, your corruption. There will be changes. There will be changes coming. And those in power, you're going to lose everything you have gained by sacrificing human beings. 2018 youth event, a shootout occurred, and my son, youth, was a target for premeditated murder by an ex to have my son killed. My second son, okay? That little party, that little event that you guys threw, okay, made it seem like my son was... You wanted to kill my son that day. It didn't work. Think I don't know. You own a warehouse. I heard about your warehouse. You used to tell me about your warehouse. And another thing, this ex, I gotta expose it. This ex, when he used to pick me up, there was ladies that were walking the streets late at night, and he would ask me, is she goody, is she pretty, is she whatever. I'm like, it was just weird that he was asking me these questions. But since something about a warehouse, this is where they have the phones, the computers, okay, the laptops, where they spy people, they spy on people. I wouldn't be surprised if they had cameras downstairs. I wouldn't be surprised if they had the laptops, people taking turns sleeping, monitoring people's transactions through the cameras. That's against humanity. That's against our rights, our civil rights, our privacies. You have violated every privacy that I have ever had. You have violated every single one. Know that you're going to face somebody attempted to rob somebody. You did card magic. The Divine Father is God is here protecting. There are bad cops. They are. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall raise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servant of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me, says the Lord. Ancestors want their treasures, their energy. They are alive, and they want their lands, they want their treasures back. Everything you have stolen from the ancestors, they want it back. Somebody has fallen from grace. Your ex is doing spell work. Yes. Yes, 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 they have. You will soon find out who your real father or mother is. I know I was switched at birth. I know that y'all have been testing me since I was a little girl, a baby. I've been followed. I've been tracked throughout my whole life. I know this witch, whoever you are, you sent letters to my mother's home. Talked about that I was a prostitute. Talked about that me and my sisters were prostitutes, that we were doing things, and we were only 15, 16 years old when you sent that letter. We was not even indulging. But you called us all types. What woman will call another mother's child all these, unless you're a very hurt human being? And you never healed from whatever trauma you went through. You never healed. And I forgive. But God is the one that is bringing karma, and I call karmic justice as well on you. Google tracking. Google is part of this tracking too. Google is going to also lose a lot of money. Google is also going to lose a lot of money for tracking divine beings. These people have evoked dead spirits, okay? They went to graveyards. They went to other countries, and did spells to evoke dark entities to come out the waters, to come out the lands, to come through animals, to come through other beings. They even evoked entities to go into their bodies, their vessels. They sold their souls, their complete souls. It's just so funny. The angels, wow. I'm just so thankful for the angels confirming. I just saw a notification. Your passed on loved ones is here trying to communicate, and they just communicated. I got the message. Thank you, spirits. Exploited divine feminine. Exploited, abused children. Abused their own children. They killed their own children. They got pregnant and sacrificed their pregnancy to entities that was not of the highest good. Karmic female named Ginger. She's Brazilian. I don't know. This is the message I got. Hit and run. Somebody's going to be found guilty for a hit and run. Pedophile. A pedophile. Pedophile is someone who is sexually attracted to children. This is man and woman. There is a ring of pedophiles that are going to be exposed. There are Asians. The alien ships are hovering around Earth and the clouds. If you don't believe, that's okay. But they're there. The government knows. The FBI, big investigation. I'm going to say thank you to the men in services who are doing their jobs. I am thankful for those who are the whistleblowers, who are standing up for what is right. Know that you are very protected. Know that nothing they could do. If you lost anything, you will get it back. God will make sure that everything you've lost will be returned tenfold. There is nothing that these people could do to harm and hurt a divine being and those who are speaking up. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You took oath. You took a vow. What you did was take money. What you did was kill. What you did was exploit. What you did was murder. What you did was stole and lied. Oh my God, I am just so thankful. There will be bombs and volcano explosions. Lots of fires. You know what you did. You guys know what you did. And I'm going to get messages from Isis, my Egyptian ancestors. What's the message? Serpent of fire. Do not access your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have ever been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis helps you now. Goddess Isis is here. She is helping her bloodline. The portal of light. It is this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are conscious beings on levels beyond physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding on to it. You are just adding on to your light. You are only adding on to your true divine self. Once you release everything that is not for your highest good, once you rebirth your new self, once you have let go of the programmings within your being, you will be able to connect to your spiritual self, your higher self. You are powerful. You are powerful beings, and that's why they're trying to hide that you are powerful. And you could create your own reality, and you don't need to subject yourself to low level vibrational entities, to ask them for food, to ask them for money, to ask them for shelter. Past life, present power. As the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intentions that all things be healed and free, it gathers eternal resources to assist on her path. The resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities. Be open to what is taking place as your soul awakens ancient power and abilities within you. You are powerful. Be open to receiving. Be open to connecting. Be open to God. He is your guide. He is your love. He will never, ever, ever let you. He will never leave you alone. He will never. He is a healing, a loving God. He is a forgiving God. I am still here because everything is divine timing. Everything that God puts in our lives, we have to go through lessons. We can't just go through richness, through abundance. We have to release and then receive and learn the lessons. Everything is guided. Your life is guided by God. I learned that, and I'm so thankful. The pillar of light, burning bright, earth star below, soul star above, burn away all that is not light, transform all into unconditional love. Star of Isis descendant, your blessings and peace without end, grace me now, and peace and protection completely embraced by divine protection. Isis is here, protecting the magic that you have within you. You are able to open up and release and connect to your higher self and forgive. Namaste.